Your pumps charge for air. When I was in college, I worked in a small gas station. This was in 1990 in a smallish town, before you could pay at the pump. Customers could pump first and pay when they were done. I was sitting behind the counter. It was a Sunday afternoon, so I was listening to a football game on the radio, wishing that my shift was done. It was a really slow day, maybe a customer every 5 or 10 minutes. I watched a customer pumping his gas and could tell by his body language that he was upset as he approached the shop to pay me. He burst through the door, yelling, "Your FNG pumps pump air." I asked him what he was talking about and he told me, "The pump is pumping air. I've pumped a lot of gas in my life and I can tell the difference between liquid and air. Your pump is charging me for air." I told him that I didn't think this was possible. He was very insistent, so I asked for more information. He said that the pump indicated that he had pumped 10 gallons, but he knew the difference between liquid and air, and he wasn't going to pay for air. The equipment at the station was pretty old and when there wasn't a lot of other noise, you could hear the pumps pumping. They made a high-pitched whine, so even without looking, you could tell when someone was pumping gas, so I knew that he had pumped some. I asked him what the gas gauge in his car said and he replied that it was broken, so he couldn't get a reading from it. He continued to yell at me for a few minutes, telling me that he wasn't going to pay for air. Finally he stormed out, and as he left, he turned and yelled, "I'm going to go home and make a bomb. I'm going to blow this FNG place up." He got in his car and sped off. He hadn't paid and had just threatened my life, so I called 911. I had gotten his license plate number, so the cops were able to track him down pretty quickly. They went to his house and talked to him. About an hour later, an officer came to the store to tell me about their conversation. The cop told me that the guy was just really upset and wasn't really going to bring a bomb in. The cop even paid for the gas. Times sure have changed. I doubt that a bomb threat would be handled so casually anymore.